Okay, so I'm going to do a reading. No, just a general reading. Whatever comes out, we'll talk about whatever comes out. I still left my a full moon reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer card up because we're recording this reading under that energy because the moon officially entered Cancer today, or at least the day that I'm recording this. I'm recording January 15th. And so I left that up. But as I was meditating, trying to get a gauge of what I was gonna be guided to speak on today, and yin fell out. And so I sat here and I contemplated about yin. And sorry about that, I have to move. So the message that I was getting off of this yin is, really allowing yourself to really be in this more feminine energy. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the feminine energy, where we're headed with the feminine energy. I'm not gonna sit here and hesitate and act like I didn't go into meditation. I did, and the message that I received in meditation did lend its way to someone trying to offer I'm not going to really call it an apology. I'm going to call it a way to bridge the gap. I do see someone that wants to figure out a way to bridge the gap. I feel like the person that's coming in, I'm not feeling like this person is coming in to give their, I'm sorry, this was my fault. That's not what I'm feeling, but I do feel like that the person is coming in wanting to put old wounds to the side and wanting to move forward for the better. And I feel like that the message for the feminine energy is or for the person that's on the opposite end of receiving this incoming communication, is to be in their feminine energy and allow it to flow and at least hear it out. I don't think that it's going to come the way that you want it to come. I feel like that it will be well over into the emperor energy, the lower vibing emperor energy I'm feeling in my meditation. And I feel like that is very important to acknowledge and to understand. And so you're being asked to elevate your perspective and see this from a more emotionally balanced perspective. Because as it will allude to, and if you watch my full moon in Cancer reading, you will see that the full moon is really especially in Cancer, it's an opportunity for emotions to bubble up. Any full moon is about things coming to a peak. This particular full moon is in Cancer. Everything is comfortable where it's at. So emotions are just going to bust out because they're ready for things to come to a head. They're no longer able to contain what they've been repressing or detaching themselves from, neglecting. All of those things are coming up with everything that's going on in the planetary placement. All of those things are coming to the light. So this feminine energy is really needing to come to the forefront. So anyone listening and resonating thus far is being asked to really, I'm going to pull tarot, guys. I know we're 4 minutes in. I'll timestamp. But anyone that is resonating with this message, you're really being asked to really allow yourself to be in this emotionally balanced. Think about how if you balance this energy out, the energy that's coming in, balance it out with really what it is that you've been trying to put to use in your, what that still small voice has been telling you. Like, if that voice has been telling you, don't make that post on Facebook, don't send that text message, or, don't overreact, or, remain emotional. This is the time to really balance that out and really put that information and that knowledge to the forefront. Force yourself to really listen to that voice, because that voice is really the medicine to calm the waves, and so you can really balance out the situation going on right now. Okay, now that I got through that, what time are we going to start? We'll start at 5:30. How about that? King of Cups. Something to have with, it has a lot to do with your emotions, needing to stay emotionally balanced, be aware of emotional power struggles, trying to exert yourself based out of emotion. Perhaps this is a water sign coming back to you, particularly, I believe that is a Libra Scorpio energy. Let me slow down and take my time. Make sure I'm emotionally balanced in this message. Let's see. What's the... Yeah. The challenge is remaining emotionally balanced. I love it. Okay. Knowing where to take action. Making sure that you know, the King of Wands is all about being a visionary, leadership. So making sure that you're having a clear vision, taking the leadership role in a very balanced manner, not in a way of exerting yourself from ego or emotional manipulative ways. You know, being very clear as to where it is that you're headed and allowing the situation to flow, not getting too cocky. Please don't get too cocky. Don't get too full of yourself. Be as humble as possible. Allow this to be from a feminine perspective. Allow the situation to flow. And, you know, like when you're mothering, you have to know where you want the situation to go. But all the while letting your child be who they are meant to be. But, you know, God, you know, like, okay, so I have a wild horse. I want them to be able to walk this path. I'm going to give them a wider range, but still guide the path that this wild horse is going, you know? So don't get too full of yourself, but do know that if you take the leadership role, you do have the potential to come out on the better end of things. And, you know, remained emotionally balanced, you have the potential to come out on the winning side. I hate to say winning or losing. I feel like that you have the potential to come out on the better end, or the end, a more comfortable end. Thank you. A more comfortable end. And this is all happening because it's like, this is a situation like TikTok. It matters. And look, the Ten of Cups, the universe is most definitely bringing in the Ten of Cups energy for you. I did that backwards. So what am I supposed to do now? Go with the flow. Exactly what it is you're being asked to do, right? Go with the flow. Like, to give you an example, I'll plan to use these tarot cards and clarify with these. I led with those. It's going to be a situation like such that happens. Just go with the flow, you know. Allow yourself to move smoothly. You know, don't let that stop you. You most definitely have to be aware of someone coming in that is potentially going to come from an emotionally manipulative angle, you know. And just because something is coming to you from an emotionally manipulative angle doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to still be in control of what goes on. As a matter of fact, it gives you the upper hand if you are in this in the flow energy. It gives you the upper hand because this person is not being authentic to who they are. If you remain authentic, sorry about that, you can't see. If you're not being authentic to who you are, then you as well give up your upper hand. But this person that is being emotionally manipulative and in this toxic energy is most definitely not in this It most definitely might be a Scorpio. We've seen Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. But this person is most definitely not being authentic to who they are. There is most definitely some false mask wearing, and you needed to be strategic in the way you move forward, which is why you're being called to be emotionally balanced and see it from see. Like I said, this King of Wands is a visionary. Clarify the Temperance, please. So they went ahead and gave me the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. Give me a second. Let me get a drink of water. And I seen Temperance again. I don't know if you can see that. But in the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you right here. I feel like if this is a person coming back around, or a situation like a job offer coming around, it's going to come off and it's going to attempt to appeal to your weaknesses, the things that used to work of the past. And it's going to be up to you to remain balanced, not allow this to sway you from where you are headed, because you are looking for forward movement, and you're needing to keep steadfast and remain focused on your forward movement. In the moment that you do, I feel like the moment that you focus on where it is that you're headed forward, then this celebratory energy, it's yours. Like so just go ahead and remain optimistic. And that's exactly what's at the subconscious. Understand that whatever hardships or whatever challenging situations come your way, like remain hopeful and know that you're overcoming those. And live in that. Don't allow yourself to become in this defeated mentality. Look for the light of the matter, especially when it comes to this person coming in, how this person comes in, whether it's a job, a person, or whether it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? You have to determine what that is for you. But it's time to be able to remain balanced and really figure out what it is that you need to extract from that. Because there's something about the way that you're vibrating that's bringing this into you. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the fact I got the full moon up. Let's take a moment. I've got the full moon up in Cancer. And, this goes all the way back to what was going on around July 9th of 2021. What was going on in your life around that new moon in Cancer energy, right? So this is the completion of those cycles. This is those cycles coming to completion. And, and this is the time for you to really review how it is. And not just review, because those situations are here, but you get the opportunity to envision the way that you want to move forward for success. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that when the way that you're viewing those and the way that you're thinking it is making sure that you're waiting and understanding that I don't have to make decisions based on a wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so let me rephrase that. Let me slow down. This surfer is waiting on the perfect wave to come. She's not just going on any wave just because it looks tempting. She knows exactly what she can handle. She knows exactly what she's going for. She's waiting. And so you don't have to allow this person's first offer to be what comes in. Don't allow this person's first wave to come in, because it's not the first wave that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person is coming in because they see that you are moving forward in an optimistic mindset. So you don't have to jump on this person's first wave. Be cautious and be mindful and remain balanced about where it is that you're going, because that's exactly what you're bringing in. No matter what mindset you was in July 9th, it don't matter, because honey, my baby pictures that stays up right here, sorry about that. I lost him July 4th of that. So I can only imagine what the hell I was manifesting. You know what I'm saying? So this is everything coming. I'm getting an opportunity to, rectify this. And, I got to put in a little bit of more work because of how emotionally unbalanced I might have been back around July 9th. But, I get the opportunity to really balance this out and really decide which way I get to move forward, right? And so that's what this is all about. Sorry about the ramble. Let's get back to y'all's tarot. Can you clarify the Six of Wands? I love it. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Six of Wands. It's like the moment that you decide to, accept your defeats or whatever, and really, like, I'm not doing this for nobody's. I'm not getting ready to let my ego get in the way. And the moment that I surrender to my ego is the moment that I get to give victory. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Six of Wands. Get out of here. Instability. Like, you winning. You winning. The moment, you don't have to take this first wave. You don't have to, like, let me just be real. Let's take the sugar outfits. That first reaction that you feel. You don't have to go on that. You get the time to be like, did this motherfucker really just make me feel this way? Excuse the language. But, we just being real. But did they really just do this to me? Keisha or, Waukesha really might want to come out. But contain Waukesha. Balance Waukesha. Waukesha got some lessons. Listen to the sound. Don't play her. Don't play with her. Waukesha got some lessons, but you got to learn how to balance Waukesha, right? And you got to realize that you got to take those lessons that she has to offer you and apply them to your vision forward. You don't have to take on the attributes that situation is trying to force upon you. But you are more than welcome to take the lessons that you retrieve from that. But you don't have to take on that toxic behavior, toxic mentality. And the moment that that you realize that and you surrender that ego, that you surrender that power struggle, and you realize that you get the, like, I don't care what y'all think about me. I'm gonna feel, I'm gonna take my moment to process what's going on, because you're not worth getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move forward. I like this reading. I like it for myself. I'm glad I'm touching it on recording. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. And then you got the Seven of Cups. So this is all happening so that you can become very clear about what decision, about making the right decision. You have to be able to harness this energy. I'm sorry, the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups is back there and the Five of Swords. I most definitely feel like that you have the opportunity to really allow a situation to come back into harmony, into balance. And whatever that is, it doesn't mean that this has to go back to a romantic situation. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to, it doesn't have to be that first wave. It could be, well, let's work on this right here. And when we succeed at this right here, then we can take on another cup. But right now, let's figure out how to balance the two cups that we have. Let's learn how to figure out the two cups first. You know what I'm saying? Decide which situations is the most important to handle. I like this energy. I took yin out of this deck, but let's see. Let's still get some more cards out of this one. What is this, 20 minutes in? We'll consider this the closing message if you don't want to stick around, but I think I'm going to keep on recording. Amending, absolutely. What did I? It absolutely brings it all together. The time is here. It's time to, it's time to clean this up. Clean this up. Chop wood. It's. There's no more time to be in this energy. There's no more time to be in this energy of holding on to holding on to this toxic behavior, this toxic mindset, these toxic ways. They really do us no justice. And like I would love to take this to a bigger picture, but I'm gonna start with this right here. Let's bring it down and bring it small. There's no way that we can even deal with our everyday relationships. Like when we go to the grocery store, when we run into someone who what we see is in this emotionally unbalanced way, the challenge is what can we do to, what do I offer to, what can I do naturally? What feels natural to me to bring just a little bit of temperance into this person's situation? Can I open the door for this person? Can I compliment this person? What is it, the everyday mundane things that I can do for this emotionally unbalanced person to really show a more balanced way to maneuver throughout the everyday task, to really find the joy in the everyday task? The Eight of Wands is just movement. You know what I'm saying? You're just moving towards your journey. You on your journey. You on your path. You are putting in the work to fulfill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not waiting. There's no more delays. You're getting past your delays. This is about getting forward. And so this is really just like, how can I help somebody get past they toxic ways? I don't have to get consumed in that. I don't have to take that on. But what is it that I can authentically do to lend some type of healing, right? Because this time, it's way of the world. It don't work no more. They don't work no more. They don't work. So that's the message that I have. I'm actually going to leave it right there. I'm not going to keep recording. I feel like that's the words that I'm being led to give. I pray that this provided some type of guidance and healing movement forward. All right, guys. As usual, in all that we say and in all that we do, let's just choose peace. Love and light, guys.